Welcome to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. Today, let's be obsessed. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. My name is Kale Houser. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk a little bit about obsession. If you are at all like me, you run through these seasons, through these occasions where you kind of lose sight of your goals. You kind of lose sight of your priorities. You allow, whether it be the exertion, the exhaustion, the tiredness, the nonstop activity, you allow the things in your life to kind of take over and start hampering you, to start pushing you down, to start keeping you from taking action, to basically start distracting you from what you have decided and you have prioritized as what is important in your life. Now, I am talking specifically about in your business, especially if you are the business owner, if you are the one whose name is on the license that's taped to the wall or in the elevator, then it is your job to be the obsessed one. Because if not you, who? It is entirely unreasonable to expect somebody, an employee, somebody that you pay to be there, to be obsessed about your business. Now, when I say obsessed, I'm using it in the form of the number one person concerned about its growth, the number one person concerned about expansion, the number one person concerned about client acquisition, all the things that make a business successful. It is your job as the leader to be the one that is obsessed with that. Now, we all go through, I am 100% guilty of it. And that's kind of why I'm doing this podcast right now is I have gone through these seasons of, I'm not seeing the results I'm wanting. Oh, this is happening. I've got all these other distractions happening. Family's in town, so I'm going to take a break over here. I've got this new movie came out, so I want to take that time off. Or the kids are in spring break or summer vacation or winter vacation or Thanksgiving vacation or Christmas or whatever other Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July holiday they're off. So, I'm going to take time off from work for doing that. And we start making excuses. And the reality is, once we do that, once we get in that mode, because it's easy, that starts to snowball into less action and less action and less engagement and less engagement until ultimately you sit back and you're like, ugh. And one of two things will happen. You'll either catch yourself and go, whoa, 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 what happened here? I was on fire. And then maybe it was a setback. Or you'll grind to a halt and you go, I'm just not interested in doing this anymore. Or this isn't going to work. You lost your obsession. You lost the original reason that you probably started your business in the first place, the original reason that you are the leader of your organization. And I want to try to reignite that fire. If this is you right now, and this podcast is catching you in that moment, and you're teetering on the edge, reignite that fire. Be the one that's obsessed with your business. Be the one obsessed with your goals. Be the one obsessed with building your team. Be the one obsessed with asking the right questions during your interviews. And if you don't know how, go to kalehouserleadership.com and download my free PDF, the top 10 questions everyone must use in an interview to find the right people to join your team. So that when you're obsessing about training them, when you're obsessing about onboarding them to do the job effectively, efficiently, and like nobody else before, they're the right person to receive that instruction and just take off with it. And they inherit some of your obsession. It is your job as the leader to be the number one cheerleader in your business to other people, to be the number one cheerleader of your people. Now I'm going to read, because I have back here, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, for most of my podcasts, I have a copy of my mentor, Grant Cardone, his book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. Because there really is no in-between. You're either just going to be an average Joe, typical American. You have a job. You can barely pay your bills. You can get a used car, go out to eat occasionally, maybe go on vacation once a year. Not too nice. Have a decent Christmas, buy the gifts. Or you can be obsessed and achieve a life and a level of performance that you never dreamed possible. Now I'm going to flip this open to a random page and we're going to see what Mr. Grant Cardone has to say. So I do not have any bookmarks in here for those of you that are watching. So we're going to right there. How's that? All right. Page 186 of Be Obsessed or Be Average says control versus leadership. Hey, interesting. I'm reading now out of the book. I am constantly asked about my leadership style. I don't really think about leadership. I think about control. Now, this is Grant Cardone speaking. I know, quote unquote, leader sounds more inspiring and that the business world wants to talk about leadership. But when things go wrong, I don't care about leadership. I want control, or at least to know someone is in control. I want answers. I want to solve problems quickly, and I know I have the ability to deliver solutions and get the scene back under control. Am I a leader? In my own organization, with finances, with my family, church, and community, yes, I am a leader. In business, social media, and the sales arenas, I am a leader. But when I go to work for another company or support the military at the Pentagon, I am not the leader in that situation. I am working with others who are leading, but I still want control. Maybe I'm splitting hairs here, but I don't care about the title. I just care about whether I have the power to determine, predict, and influence outcomes. If you look around, you'll see that we have a lot of people calling themselves leaders who don't have control. Holy smokes, page 186 going into page 187 of Be Obsessed or Be Average by the Mr. Grant Cardone, entitled Control versus Leadership. Completely random, but that is what this book is all about. He talks very clearly, and I hope you were picking it up on it, the difference between a leader and somebody who is in control. He wants to have control. It is all great to say, I'm the leader, but if you lack control or the ability to influence situations, are you the leader? Are you the leader if you lack the ability to ensure people show up on time? Are you the leader if you lack the ability to reward your sales team for amazing performance and meeting goals and hitting targets? I would argue probably not. Now, he makes an interesting distinction between I don't care what you call me, but I want that control. And the reason he's saying that is because what? He's obsessed with the success of him, of his family, of his church, of his business. He's obsessed with the results that he's trying to get. And for him, that equates into, I have to have control. I am in control of my company. I am in control of my family. I am in control of my participation at my church. And that, to him, is how he translates that obsess in order to ensure success, which is pretty fascinating if you think about it. So I will argue, and I will hopefully convey to you through this little journey into the world of Grant Cardone and Be Obsessed or Be Average, that if you have found yourself no longer obsessed with your own success, no longer obsessed with meeting your own goals, if you found yourself no longer interested in getting up in the morning and meeting people, building a team, inspiring others, motivating others, then it is possible that you have reached the stage of disengagement, of disinterest, and that maybe you're just kind of riding coattails of previous or past successes, and you have lost your obsession with your own success. And that is a dangerous place to be in, friends. It is time to reignite, to restart, to add steam, to add rocket fuel to your engines. If that means changing your diet, if that means changing the people you hang out with, that means changing your routines, hitting the gym, getting on and making those sales phone calls that you used to make, but you don't anymore, interacting with your team, doing lunches, meeting new people, networking, then it's time to start getting obsessed again. Do the things you did to build your teams, to build your amazing company, and keep doing them. Help others to do them. Teach other people to do those things. Become the number one cheerleader, not only for your company, but for the people in your company and the mission of your company to your community. And watch your life change. I look forward to hearing your amazing success stories. I hope this helps you. I hope this finds you at a point of decision making and you decide to go for it, man. What do you have to lose? Go for it. Be obsessed. Become obsessed. I look forward to hearing from you. No matter where you are in the world, have a fantastic afternoon. Bye.